Hey there, we're back. Thanks for waiting around while we had dinner. Now we're hopping back into Run and Bun. We got through all of the trainers before Cycling Road Rival, and that's where we're going to pick up right now. Just going right into it. So I'm just going to waste no time and jump right into the calculator here. It's going to be tough. That much we've figured out already. So I've been clicking around a little bit before I started stream, and yeah, I still don't really have any good answers for Blaziken, but I'm going to take the time to kind of go through everything here and see what's what. So I know for Ndidi, we want to lead Caparaja. We taught Caparaja Brick Break. It should be wanting to click these screens. So we should take minimal damage. I think we're going to give it a... I'm going to give it a Citrus Berry just in case, but we should be through that fine. It immediately brings out Blaziken, which is where we kind of come to a halt because of just the randomness of the next move. So, I mean, Quillfish can take any of them, right? Quillfish also has Intimidate to get rid of the white herb. So that if it does close combat or overheat, then you know, the drops that happen for them stick. So I'm just not sure, or I don't see a way anyway to reliably take this thing out without clicking self-destruct. Because I keep trying to like, okay, let's say it overheats after Intimidate. So we take a crap ton of damage, potentially go down to a crit. It goes -2 special attack. So at least now we're baiting Stone Edge or Close Combat, but I don't have a Pokemon who could take both. And then even so, like I needed to then click Close Combat there afterwards. It just... And I don't have my priority tricks with Fake Out, Mach Punch. You know, these things that are not gonna work. So I think I have to let somebody go down. Then bring out Quillfish. But it has to be on a close combat, because the only way Waterfall KOs is if its defense drops. This actually might be an Octillery play. Octillery takes Overheat and Blaze Kick pretty well. And then they don't quite two-shot. I don't get the Intimidate. I'm gonna be forced to overheat, or forced to close combat, which would then be white herbed. And then it would always overheat. That doesn't work. I need a way... Man, I just don't know. The only way this works is if it clicks overheat or close combat. Or it doesn't click close combat first. Otherwise, it doesn't work. That doesn't work. I mean, this kind of works, but I don't want to lose Caracosta. That doesn't work. This doesn't work. Torterra definitely doesn't work. Seadra doesn't work. See, if it's intimidated, it works. But that's the problem, is if I switch, like the intimidate doesn't stick, and I'm still down to another hit. Unless I citrus, and it procs my citrus berry. I mean, Hariyama could work. I'm not willing to give up Hariyama, though. Is there a way to get somebody else in on Ndidi? It's too fast. Everything else just goes down to it in one hit. Okay. I think the safest play is to blow up on it, but I can't safely blow up on it unless I sacrifice something else. And if I do that, then I need somebody to take out two. I think Kaparaja can take out Alchemy too, right? Yeah, that can work. Okay. I can even swap in on it, and that's totally fine. So the play's to blow up. Do I need to be level 39 to guarantee not die from an overheat crit? No. That doesn't change anything. So... who are we sacrificing in addition to Quillfish for this? Is it Octillery? I think it might be. Maybe we get lucky. If it clicks overheat or blaze kick. No. It needs to click. If it clicks overheat, that's when we can win. Or that's how Quillfish can save itself. It needs to click overheat. Because it'll be forced to close combat on the second hit. So it'll use its white herb on the overheat drop and the close combat drops. If it has the close combat drop, then we can waterfall and not self-destruct. Okay. Now we gotta figure out the rest. Focus Sash, Weavile. Caracosta looks like it can do pretty well. Which is just double Rock Slide. I'm not seeing something like, because I'm not looking at other like items. Let me see, other held items. What if I muscle band this? It's not -1. It's still not enough. Okay, so that's not it. Okay, let's clear that. Let's take a look at Weavile. Weavile's most likely the next one to come in. Hariyama does well, Caracosta does good. I think I'm more inclined to choose Caracosta here. Yeah. Kingdra. It's always assumed Scale Shot hits 5 times. I think Torterra can handle this. The Dragon Dances are what's gonna hurt us. I don't know if I have anybody that can handle this. I know we got player off here. I mean, Torterra seems a likely candidate, but if it gets too many Dragon Dances off, I don't know if we can stay healthy with Synthesis or not. What's our breaking point here? +2. And we can get Liquidation Defense dropped at any time as well. Oh, might Scale Shot. And if I remember... lowers D by 1. Okay, so Torterra might be the play here. It's really hard to say. I don't have any dragon moves, I don't have any... I only have the one fairy move. Electric and grass don't really do much extra. It might have to be the Torterra show, and I'm not really confident in that. Do we citrus? To help out? Oh, we have to. Yeah. I think that's the only way. And then it's just Serena. Oh, that's annoying. Doesn't go down dual wing beat. What if her muscle banded? Not enough. Quillfish could actually help out here with a couple poison jabs. Okay, I just need somebody to do a little bit of damage. Hi, sweetheart. I'm really close. Someone who's not gonna get knocked off the face of the planet by a triple axle first thing. That's cute. Low kick is the one that lowers speed, right? No, that's the heavier one. Yeah. Yeah, it's another tough one to swap into. Caparaja can take a triple axle, beta low kick here, poison jab, depending on its HP, and then Staravia. Is this it? To finish? Because if it wants to just drop kick, he can take a drop kick. Come in and finish it off. Okay, I think this is it. And then we swap back to Caparaja for Alchemy. Yeah, that's just it. Okay. Alright, this is the best I got. Torterra, Staraptor. Okay, now for items. It's always going to be a citrus berry. Here. There's a really... I think we need a citrus berry in case we swap into a crit, honestly. Quillfish. It's gonna be overheat. a citrus if we're going to be able to help out later on. Caracosta. It's Weavile. Yeah, it's a citrus. Torterra here. Also going to be a citrus. And here, it's gotta be a citrus. Okay, there are a few ways this can go terribly wrong. I'm hopeful that we can get out of this with just losing Octillery as a planned loss. Everybody should have citrus berries. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So indeed you should always want to put up screens. Permanent psychic terrain, no priority moves. So we're just gonna always click brick break, and we should need 3 brick breaks to take this out. And we don't want screens up. Perfect so far. Now comes the variance. It's a slight variance for this Blaziken, which should be okay. So this can always sees a kill with overheat and close combat, and the majority of the time sees a KO with Blaze Kick. We want to see Overheat here. Overheat will save, will prevent Quillfish from blowing up. Close Combat just kills it outright. That's okay. That was planned every time. Now, since that happened, we actually have a lose condition now. So now the plan is to just self-destruct here. Self-destruct will always take it out. However, this is going to click Overheat, and if Overheat crits, we have a 50-50 shot at surviving. So what's that? Like 1 in 16, and then half of. It's a lot. So hopefully we don't get crit. Oh, we got crit and we still survived. But we got rid of the Blaziken. I'm gonna send this out because it has Intimidate, but I don't think it goes off. Yeah, Weavile should always be next. So this is Caracosta's job. And it got a 5-hit. So we need to Rock Slide. And there's its Focus Sash, so we always have to hit this thing twice. So we Rock Slide again. And this should always bring out Kingdra. I think this is better, actually, with Serena. So this is always Drop Kick. So we can get an Intimidate down. And then this wants to triple axle. We can afford one swap back into Caracosta. Oh, I screwed up. Because I no longer saw a KO with triple axle, it used Drop Kick to lower my attack again. A little annoyed, but it's okay. I don't think I can beat Pidgeot in Norman's gym anymore. Liquidation doesn't see a KO, so this... Unless it sees a KO with Scale Shot, I don't know how... If it scales off of 5 hits or not, I don't know. If it does, we're safe to swap in here. I mean, we gotta swap anyway. That's fine, I think. Don't drop. I think I needed the Mega Drain there. I think I lose. Dead to most rolls of liquidation. If I would have Mega Drained that last turn, I think I would have healed just enough to be able to withstand one more. But now I gotta take a chance. 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls I survive. Or maybe it's scale shots, who knows, right? No, I'd always use a KO with liquidation. Yeah, I think that's it. There's a couple rolls where it doesn't KO. Well, the majority of rolls don't KO. Only 2 rolls KO on a non-crit liquidation. Well, we're through. Well, that stings. All because that could have been avoided if I just clicked Mega Drain one time. Let me see. Minimum heal from that would have been what? Let me get my calculator out here. Would have been 12 health, which would have put me at 100. And only the max roll liquidation would have knocked me out. Yep, I just needed to Mega Drain one time in there sometime. That's unfortunate. We're gonna keep on going. We really only... Alright. Who's next? It's a double battle, right? Yeah. Fan Isabel, Fan Caleb. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Well, the positive news is we get a new level cap. Maybe we can drag this run along just a little bit further. We are on a personal best, so we might as well keep going. Yeah, we're gonna want to play rough. Let's learn that over dig. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna want close combat. I don't really know what else he's gonna learn. Let's take a look. Start after. Let's do... don't think I want nature power. I'm just gonna check it out. Yeah. I can always relearn Brick Break if I need it. I haven't really been clicking Giga Drain. I think I need this. I definitely keeping this. Let's get rid of Brick Break for now. We can get Helping Hand again. I don't think I want Helping Hand anymore. I'm good. Steel priority. I think I'm gonna do Brick Break for now, for the same reason with Breloom, because I can always relearn it. When does honey become available for me to get an Ursaluna? That is the question. A lava-rich town, so I got a little ways to go. Okay, so for this double battle, we got Lycanroc and Kangaskhan leads. Inner Focus, Citrus Berry on the Kangaskhan. Tough Claws, Focus Sash on the Lycanroc. Okay, let's take a look. Kangaskhan, Fake Out, Hammer Arm, Sucker Punch, Return. Okay. Let me re-export to the calc for updated levels and stuff. Okay. So Inner Focus, 91, 106. They're both way too fast for me to take out right away. Rock Slide is so Rock, Stomping Tantrum, Howl, Ground and Rock, Kangaskhan, Hammer Arm, Sucker Punch, Return, Fake Out. Can we use Vivillon to protect here? Yeah, it'll see Rock Slide and Excel Rock. So we should be able to protect. I don't think I outspeed with anybody. Now I give speed increase. I don't know what my top speed is. 95 Vivillon. 97 Staraptor. Okay. So if we bait the Rock Slide from Vivillon, or onto Vivillon with a Protect, Kangaskhan. If I pre-damaged it, it would see Return into it, and it wouldn't Fake Out. What do I need to take out the Kangaskhan? It's like, and why can't I Fake Out? Fake Out doesn't do anything anyway, because the Inner Focus, but good Rolling Kick. Can't flinch. And these guys resist Rock Slide pretty well. Could double Mach Punch, and that way I don't get flinched. I actually think that might be the best play here. Pre-damage Vivillon. Protect turn 1, come out there with him on top. It's just gonna Rock Slide again. Then we swap into Hariyama. For the Firo that comes out. Oh, yeah. We fake out the Firo. With Hariyama and swap out a Hitmontop. Unless I can chunk it with something. I could just chunk it with Rolling Kick. And then take it out with Mach Punch on the next turn. Yeah. Honestly, I think that's a good play. Just give Citrus Berries. And then we figure out the Lycanroc. We go back into Vivillon on the Stomping Tantrum. That's his best move against either, right? Yeah. Vivillon and Staraptor. And I can't do that because it's faster. So I have to have something bulky. Like Breloom. And then for Victory Bell, we'll have Vivillon out there. Can do common damage with Air Slash. And we're faster. And we'll have Breloom out there. For a Mach Punch, doesn't quite do enough. Okay, so that's not good enough. It's got Poison Gem as well. It can't use Belch until it eats its berry. Put Breloom. Font or Caparaja for a swap in. Staraptor can dual wing beat as well. If we can get Staraptor out there. So say I think we should be able to do that. Salad Berry is just for speed, right? Yeah. As long as it doesn't increase defense, the dual wing beat should be fine. I think this is it. As for berries, or held items, so we want citrus here, and a citrus here. I think we just do citrus all around. Status. Poison. Breloom. Status. Poison. Okay, and in order for the Kangaskhan to target this thing, minimum damage roll and return is 82. So I need to take 40 points of damage. Should be 30. Yeah, 10 more. Okay. So we should have... Yeah. We should have... Yeah, everybody should have citrus berries. $82 health. It's the lowest roll. Kangaskhan will see a return KO. Yeah. So we pre-damaged Vivillon to 82. 82 is the lowest roll that Kangaskhan sees on Vivillon for a KO. So it should return into the Vivillon slot. Lycanroc sees KOs on Vivillon with Rock Slide and Excel Rock, so it should always go for one of those two. None of them see KOs into Hitmontop, so they should both always target Vivillon. So we protect. And we Mach Punch to prevent any Rock Slide flinches if Lycanroc chooses Rock Slide. Both CKOs into the Vivillon slot with Return and Rock Slide. Because I need one extra turn to take out this. Now, we're taking out Kangaskhan with Mach Punch, but Lycanroc now sees its best damaging move as Stomping Tantrum into either slot. I'm okay with it going into either slot, but this is where we swap back into Vivillon. And once again, Mach Punch the Kangaskhan slot. So now Fearow always sees a KO with Drill Peck into Vivillon. Doesn't always see one into Hitmontop at his current HP. Max roll of a Drill Peck is 78. Min roll on Vivillon is 134, so always sees KO. And we got Accelerock back into his Rock Slide KO thing is good. So once again, we protect. And do as much damage as we possibly can. So we're going to Rolling Kick the Fearow. And then we're in the same situation as we were in last turn, so... everything is resisted here. Rolling Kick. Now, once again, it sees Stomping Tantrum as its best move into either slot. Obviously, we prefer it. Stomping Tantrum actually sees a KO here because it missed last turn, so it gets a damage boot. So we're going to swap this time into here. And then this is always Rolling Kick here. Actually don't really mind which slot Rolling Kick goes into. The Focus Sash, I missed that. We are just going to... so it can Accelerock here, actually. And it wants to Accelerock, +1 Howl. It actually doesn't quite see a KO, which is strange. Rock Slide doesn't always one-shot it, but it is going to click Rock Slide, most likely. It could click Accelerock because it sees it's going to go down. I think I was hoping to have this out for the Victory Bell. Okay. Something that resists all three, we're going to have to go with this. And can still get what I want. If I swap in for Staraptor, we swap in here. We Mach Punch. Because now it's just a matter of fake out Hariyama. Swap to Staraptor. Throw, but the dual wing feed is going to be what takes it out. Nice. Okay. Okay. That went well. We still have 2 more on this route. Sure I have the calc ready to roll. Smooth. Smooth. Not so smooth. This is gonna be silly, but I might have to cash in my casino encounter here. This early. I don't want to like not cash it in and then have the run be done. And without cashing it in, without even like trying. I want to at least be able to get back to Petalburg though, before I make a decision there. There we go. Alright, so Exploud, Chatot, Heliolisk, and Snorlax. Okay. Exploud. Boomburst, Choice Scarf. Cool. I think we just put in Caporaja, hit it twice, call it a day. Resist Boomburst. Unless we can do something cheeky with him on top. Can we Muscle Band? 2-shot. Ooh, it's close. 96.9. It's so close, but nope. Not this time. Yeah, so I think that's probably our best bet. faster than it, so it makes sense to stick with the defensive option. Boom Burst doesn't have anything special, right? Yeah, just hits everybody. Okay. So, if we do that, it's probably going to immediately bring in Chatot, right? No, not necessarily. Everybody is faster, so it could bring in anybody. After 2 Boom Bursts, we're probably going to be around just under 50%. Nobody's going to see a KO. Alright, so we just kind of have to prep for everything. So, Chatot. We one-shot with Iron Head. That's kind of nice. If we survive a heat wave. Yeah, that's an if. Ancient Power does okay. Muddy Water is good as well. Staraptor does okay. Intimidate doesn't really do much to help. Hitmontop? Muscle Band Hitmontop? Nope. Not this time. Alright, is there anybody else that can handle Exploud? Because we might need him for Chatot. Close combat. Not quite with close combat. Fake out Vital Throw could do it. From Hariyama with a Muscle Band. I could even do it without the Muscle Band, because I have Bullet Punch now. Fake out Vital Throw, Bullet Punch to finish. Okay. Chatot wants to chatter, which is a good move to bring him in on. Heat Wave, Iron Head, give him a Rost Berry. Okay. I'm liking this so far. Give Hariyama a Citrus in case of a crit, unless we don't need him after that. Heliolisk. Fake out Mach Punch could work just fine. Here. Snorlax. A couple of rolling kicks. Let's this works. Anybody take a body slam pretty well? Not really. This raptor actually doesn't do too bad. There is Brellum. Alright. So bring Brellum, Staraptor, and Ring. Lungus does really well into Heliolisk, actually. Alright, let's bring these 6. So we got Hari, Kakaraja, it's a similar 6. That we're using the least right now. These 2. Alright, as far as berries, items go, we're just gonna do basically citruses all around. With the exception of a Rostberry. Here for the heat wave. Might be swapping into a cherry berry here. Swapping into paralysis. And then yeah, we'll do cherries on everybody else who's potentially taking on Snorlax. So that body slam. Okay. This should work. Oh, I hit the bump. So this counts as Route 110, and I think I already have an encounter on Route 110, so I don't really have to fear going in the grass. I just want to double check. I'm pretty sure that's my electric encounter way back when. Yeah, it is. Okay. You shouldn't have Hari on the lead. Frost there, cherries on everybody else. Vital Throw doesn't always KO. We're gonna hope it does though. I did a lot more. Oh, I have doubles on. That would be why. Okay, well we got a crit. That might have mattered, but we had Volt Punch to take it out, so it didn't really matter. Chatot. This is always... It isn't always. It can be Boom Burst or Chatter. Either way, we take it handily. Always one shot. With Iron Head, I didn't realize it had Sing, or I would not have done what I did. That was an oversight by me. Got a little lucky there. This is EQ. Might as well get a free Intimidated. Body Slam crit max is 6... How much? 64. Okay, we're fine. Maybe we get a flinch? No. That's okay. We're only down to a Thunderbolt crit. However, we don't always KO with Mach Punch. That's what I get for not giving myself the muscle win one time. That's okay. This is always Thunderbolt. Alright, who's best suited to take this? Okay. This should be random move. Raja can take anything and then bait a Thunderbolt, which we want to come in on. Alright, let's do this. Perfect. Now this is always Thunderbolt. cherry for paralysis. And we Mach Punch. Okay. I'm gonna go to the closest Pokemon Center here. Okay, and then we have a collector as our last trainer just outside who has Gen 2 starters. Got Typhlosion, got Feraligatr, and Meganium. I just want to pull items off. Okay, Typhlosion. What do you got for me? Eruption, Flamethrower, Focus Blast, Wild Charge. Eruption does less damage the less HP it has. Correct? That's that one. So let's say I do 35.2. Drop this to 65. It's much more manageable. Okay. There's no way I outspeed it. So I'm gonna have to hit it with a priority move. Yeah, we have Thick Fat with Hariyama. We could Fake Out. Or we could take the full brunt of it on turn 1. And just Vital Throw. Twice. There's Charcoal as well. Fake Out's pretty easy. Fake Out, Vital Throw twice. So if I Fake Out with Hitmontop and do, say, 23%, so let's put him at 77, he'll still see Eruption as his biggest move, but if we use Mach Punch to do minimum damage to bring him to, let's see, 58, we'll say 59, so 41%, that's a much more manageable Eruption. If we Muscle Band in, no difference in damage? It's 25 into 74.75. Oh yeah, Fake Out Mach Punch would do it. Okay, so let's say he's at 75%. Yeah, he still sees Eruption as his best damage. Say he's at 70. It's still Eruption. So that's 50, 62, 63, so 37. Yeah. So I think we lead him on top here. And we give him a Muscle Band. That's one way to go about it. Is there any other way to go about it? Like, I'm staring at Gastrodon right now, and I feel like that might be something to look at. Yeah, actually, this is much better. What if we do soft sand on Gastrodon? Do we one-shot? Not all the time. But it's still pretty good. Very high chance. I think we actually Gastrodon first. Okay. Okay. So, Gastrodon. That's probably going to bring in Meganium. Yep, for big old seed bomb. We can tank that with Vivillon. It's just Bug Buzz twice or Air Slash twice. We're faster. Air Slash, is that the one that flinches? I can never remember. Yep. So we can go for the flinch on Air Slash. Alright, Miracle Seed. Yeah, we don't proc Miracle Seed. With Bug Buzz. Yeah. So Vivillon is our swap into Meganium. And then for Feraligatr, the big old liquidation. Is it time to unleash the Amoonguss? I believe it is. We bring Hitmontop, Breloom, and Staraptor. So it's Muscle Band. No, we don't need the Muscle Band anymore. Maybe we just get away with orange berries all around. Do Cherry Berry there. And we can't get dropped because of that sheer force, so it forgoes that kind of stuff, yeah. We do Cherry Berry for the Paralysis Body Slam there, but everybody else can just Orin. We can save our Citrus Berries. That should do it. So it should just be a cherry on Vivillon. Everyone else should have Orin. Yep. Well, actually, I want to do soft sand. I just remembered that. On here to increase my chance to one-shot. This should always be eruption, but we double resist and it doesn't take a lot of damage. So we just direct power in return. Only 1 or 2 rolls that don't KO. Nice. Very nice. Should be Meganium. One for alligator first. Interesting. So this is going to be liquidation. Amogus. Oh, it's beautiful. You know what? We're gonna keep him in. He doesn't have a cherry berry, but we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna sludge bomb. Look at Amogus go. Okay. So this is Route 103 now. How many trainers are on Route 103? I don't know off the top of my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five trainers to get through. 5 battles to get through before we can get our altering cave. And we don't have an encounter because we already got one at the very beginning of the game. So, keep that in mind. I believe there's some berries up here. Yeah. We don't need that. These Chestos and Lepos. Landsat. Huh. Interesting. Lepos. go heal up. Whoops, forgot my book. Okay, so first up is the double battle. Black Belt, Ret, and Guitarist Marcos. Abominable Heracross Polyrath, Crobat, and Noivern on the other side. Okay. Alright. We might need some protect baiting here. Can we get rid of one side? Can we get rid of the two? And then just focus on the other side. That would be preferable. Get rid of items real quick. If only. Okay. Abominable with Close Combat, Ice Punch, Crab Hammer, Protect. Let me throw in. Crobat, Dual Wing Beat, Tailwind, Hypnosis, Super Fang. But it sees a KO with Dual Wing Beat. Vivillon. Both of these see a KO on Vivillon. One with Ice Punch, the other with Dual Wing Beat. So we should be safe to protect. Now, how do we take out the Crobat? I don't think I have a way to do it in one hit. How hard does Rock Tomb hit? It's like a 60 power move, right? Rock Blast 25. Whoops. Lower its speed. Just goes down to an 84. Can Caporaja learn Rock Tomb? would like to think he can. Rock Tomb. Yes, he can. I didn't even put over. Sorry about that. So if we bail on, say, Dig, and put in Rock Tomb, it does a lot of damage. But it's not better than Iron Head. So there's no point really learning it at this moment in time. Let's see. What if I focus on the other side? I have to get rid of 3 Pokemon, but it might be more doable. More dual. Let's see. Dual Wing Beat doesn't quite KO. What about Muscle Bandit? Nope. So that doesn't work. Why did I have to have 2 attack IVs? Let's see. Iron Head 1 hits Crabominable. Missing something. Okay, let's just go through. No, that doesn't work. No. 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 That's a 2-shot. No. 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 Melt Ice is a 2-shot. That might be relevant. It is relevant. Okay, so I'm really gonna have to finagle this. So it's Vivillon Seadra. Seadra with Never Melt Ice. 2 hits. Okay, so on the first turn, it's obviously Protect. What do I swap into that both resists an Ice Punch and a Dual Wing Beat? It's Caparajah. Noivern would come in. It needs to see a KO onto Caparajah, which it doesn't. How do I get it? It could be pretty liberal because it won't use Air Slash or Dragon Pulse against it. Close combat. It's gonna be Flamethrower though. Is it Gastrodon? Flamethrower sucks. Could do Hariyama. I can't swap Hariyama into a dual wing beat. I mean, actually, maybe. Actually, I can. Because it's 2 hits. Each hit doing, say, 50. I'm healing for what off of a citrus? Half of that's 88. Half of that is 44. So I'm healing for 44 in between dual wing beats. So say it crits. Maximum, I'm taking 140 from this. And say Ice Punch crits as well. 44 and Ice Punch crit 58. No, I'm healing for 44. What am I talking about? Let's see, crit dual wing beat. So I'm taking 140 from that maximum. And from Ice Punch crit, I'm taking maximum 58. So that's 198. So as long as I don't get crit 3 times, which seems like a lot. Then it's the swap in the Noivern. It's still flamethrower. Oh wait, but I fake out. No. That doesn't work as well as I thought it, as well as I wanted to, because Air Slash still hits. Okay, so yeah, we still played safe with Kamaraja. And then swap into Hariyama on the close combat flamethrower. Just 21%, and my thought was that I could fake out or something, but I can't do that. Okay, so I think I have the beginnings of a line. So it's Vivillon. And Seadra leads. I haven't used Seadra in a while. We're gonna bring for sure. And then I just really need positioning for Heracross. Poliwhirl. Expected to bring Lucas again. Okay. Alright, so I gotta do some damage to Vivillon. No, I don't need to. I need to do some damage to Caparajah. Because I'm swapping to Caparajah on the second Dual Wing Beat and Ice Punch. So it's gonna be minimum 22 damage plus 27. So it's 49 damage. This needs to see 70 damage KOing. So minimum 49 plus 70 is 119. I can't poison this though. Uh-oh. A flaw in the plan. Amazingly, Crabominable is still gonna be seeing a KO here. Not amazingly, it's got a whopping 132 attack. What am I talking about? Is there something I can swap into? Which one's spots? Yeah, slot 2 is Crobat and Noivern. So I need to swap these. I guess it really doesn't matter because all it has is Noivern, so. Anybody have HP Ice? Gastrodon has HP Ice. Does that change things? Because I could go grab it right now. Let's get rid of, say... Ooh, I don't know. Bloodshot? That doesn't really help much. Dang. It's a nice little puzzle, but I don't know if I can prevent Noivern from getting Tailwind up, which is gonna suck so bad. Unless I get a Tailwind up on my own. Which I don't think happens. I feel like I'm missing something. Just one little thing that'll put us over the edge. I needed to see a KO with Flamethrower, but I don't think I can get it to see a KO with Flamethrower. Yeah, so it's gonna Tailwind. Unless I can somehow get it to attack Seadra, but I don't think it will. Could try to put that's not the answer. No, because I'm down to a dual wing beat. Ay ay ay. Unless I intentionally take 3 turns to KO this thing. No, because Dual Wing Beat takes out Vivillon. That's not gonna happen. I can't let that happen. Is there any other way I can, like, approach this battle? Like... I don't think so. I think I gotta go with this. So yeah, Tailwind's gonna get up, which changes things. Okay, so, alright, we're starting with Vivillon. I gotta walk through this because Tailwind's going up and I can't stop it. Alright, Vivillon protects. Seadra with Never Melts Ice. Attacks. Golbat. Golbat. Dual Wing Beats into Vivillon. Abominable Ice Punches into Vivillon. Because neither of them see KOs. Into Seadra. Easy. Second round, it's much of the same. I need to swap out Vivillon for Caporaja to tank a Ice Punch and Dual Wing Beat. Seadra takes out Crobat. Noivern comes in. Depending on the amount of damage I took. It's always going to be close combat. And flamethrower if I took enough damage. I'm going to be taking about 16 and 13, so that's what? It's about 30%, it's not enough. Intimidating doesn't work because he's got Hyper Cutter. Okay, I'll swap into Hariyama to tank the close combat. Tailwind goes out. Noivern goes down. Fake out. And swap into Vivillon. Protect and it's so much faster now. Fake out and swap into him on top. Or we rolling kick. Or we fake out. And so it's 2 fake outs for 31. Fake out vital throw. Yeah, bullet punch. Swap out for Vivillon. Air slash, swap into Hitmontop. Air slash fake out. Yeah, okay. So I think I have to pivot with fake outs to make it through this. I need him in case I didn't mention Staraptor once in that chain, so let's do that. Okay, so I did a lot of that in my head, but essentially after the opening I need to be pivoting my fake out users and controlling until Tailwind peters out, and then I can take back over. So we're gonna do Citrus here. Need Nevermelt Ice here. We need a Citrus. Here. We need Citrus here. And the Citrus. I think we just Citrus all around. I think we might Muscle Bend. No, Citrus is fine. And then, yeah, Citrus here as well. Okay. It's gonna be a lot of pivoting in this fight. Oops. But I think we can handle it. I think. So it's citruses all around. Except for the never melt ice, yeah. Okay, here we go. So both of these guys see a KO into Vivillon, so we protect. We need to take out this Crobat first, so we Aurora Beam into it. I got a crit. That's actually kind of huge. Because this Noivern, I should have pre-damaged it in case of this possibility, but this Noivern can sometimes see a kill into Vivillon with an Air Slash. If I pre-damaged it, it would always see a KO and it'll go for Air Slash. But I didn't think I could reliably go on the crit, but okay. So what we do here is, because Crabominable is ice punching into the Vivillon slot again, we swap into a guy who can take both of those. Show me not Tailwind. Oh, that is huge. Because this always KOs with Never Melt Ice, crit or not. Makes the rest of this fight much easier without Tailwind. Okay. So it's always going to be close combat into Caparaja. Always close combat, so we can effectively swap back into Vivillon to tank this close combat. And set up for Heracross as well. I need something to take this out in one shot. Air Slash always takes us out at -1, just to make sure we can. Fake out. thought Poliwrath might come out now. So this always sees a KO with Ice Punch into Vivillon. It sees no KOs into him on top. So we can swap into Hariyama on the Ice Punch. And we can get some damage rolling with Rolling Kick. Fake out. Rolling kick. And then I'm not sure what it's going to do on this turn. So it's a liquidation into somebody. I want to bring Vivillon out, but Crit Liquidation takes it out. So instead, oh, shit, I don't have Alright, who can take this? I think I can do... Yeah, I can do Seadra here. No. Let's do... I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do this. Are we faster at all? We're not. I need to take this out with somebody faster. That would be Seadra, but Seadra's not taking this thing out. Vivillon can. I can't get Vivillon in safe right now. Huh. That's what I get for having a slow team. Let's do this. I need to swap one of them out. I could always knock off the Heracross before it has a chance to get burned. Yeah, that's actually decent. Let's do that. Can see a KO with Brick Break here into Hariyama. Doesn't see a KO at all. Alright, but we can take a Brick Break with Vivillon easily. Get some damage in. That's fine, because we outspeed with Vivillon and KO with Air Slash. Just to make sure to get a little extra damage in there. Not much. Okay, nice. That crit gave me a lot more options in the beginning. Alright, that was nice. Nicely done. Back to singles for our next battle against Pokefan Miguel with a Dedenne, Togedemaru, and Mimikyu. I have a feeling that Amoonguss might be good against this Dedenne. Let's take a look. It is quite good. What if we do a poison barb on it? It always one-shots. And I think that's probably the way to go. It has a focus sash, so maybe not. And it has cheek pouch, so this always then wants to what? Set up electric terrain for this team? Yeah. My only multi-hit move is dual wing beat, so that doesn't really work. Fake out. Doesn't work because of the fairy type. Barrage is not bad. Electric terrain, super fang. It's very quick. So I can't outspeed it. I don't have anything that outspeeds it. Yeah, I mean, I think this is just a break the sash with Giga Drain to heal back damage and then Sludge Bomb. Yeah. That should bring in, so electric terrain will probably go up. Oh wait, it has... Does Cheek Pound always... This Pokemon eats a berry. It restores 1/3 of its max HP after berry, but it doesn't have a berry. It's got a focus sash, so I don't need to worry about that. So I can do a poison barb. Let electric terrain go up. One-shot it. Well, I can't one-shot it. Just stop. Yeah, I can just sludge bomb. And then synthesis. If it gets poisoned. Or I can even just Giga Drain on the second hit. Alright, so that brings in probably Toga tomorrow. Probably wants to use Magnet Rise. Let's fake out Mach Punch work with a Muscle Band. 90, I mean, it's close. You can also Steel Roller. I don't think it wants to Steel Roller, though. It might. It won't Steel... Oh, it might Steel Roller. Wow. Uh-oh. Gastronaut works. Unless it Magnet Rises. I need a couple of options here. Staraptor can work with close combat. If it doesn't steal roller. I need to bring Raja as resistance for steel roller. I need something else. It doesn't get decimated by play rough. So I already have this, this, and this. This Mimikyu is going to be interesting. Okay. So let's do citrus here. Let's do a muscle band here. Just do a citrus here. On me? I don't think I do. I think I put the wrong Pokemon in there. Yeah. And Gastrodon. There it is. Let's do a citrus there. And then, yeah, citrus here, citrus here. Alright, I'm not sure how many battles I have left. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I might call it a night after this one. Items are right. Figured as much. Also makes sense. I should have re-damaged myself for 1 damage. Here's Togi. It sees a KO with Steel Roller. I still don't know if it's actually going to Steel Roller or not, or if it'll Magnet Rise. I mean, it sees a KO, right? So it has to go for it. And it's a fast KO. Yeah. I'd be a little upset if this Magnet rises. Now it can't Magnet Rise anymore, right? Because the terrain's not out there? Oh no, it can. It still can. Alright, alright. It's got Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet. It's gonna hurt. So this should Zing Zap. I think I just bring in Gastrodon here. Because it can't hit me with Zing Zap, and I just knock it out with Earth Power. And I don't get either the Rocky Helmet or Iron Barbs on Earth Power. No flinch. We flinched. We try again. No flinch. There we go. Oh my god, it has Magnet Rise. What am I doing? Hard throwing. That's what I'm doing. So this should always be Play Rough. I think I Mud Shot to lower speed. I don't know if it works through disguise, but we're gonna find out. It does. Okay. Just still Play Rough. I outspeed it with anybody right now? No. Just actually, I outspeed it with Staraptor. Oh man. I really do have a slow team. Alright, so let's play rough. Yeah, because it's easy KO with play rough. I'm gonna go into the bird here. I don't know who to go into. I'm stumped. I'll get my berry. Yeah, I can just Sludge Bomb while it Swords Dances. Now I'm actually faster. Not anymore. Okay. Crit Play Rough does 49 maximum. I need to take this time to synth. Sludge Bomb. Crit Play Rough is now 96. Can anyone take a +2 Crit Play Rough right now? Yeah, Copperaja can actually. Is that what it's doing? Like, we're sure that's what it's doing. Yeah, that's its highest damage. It could Swords Dance again, but it's down to poison this turn. So yeah, it sees a KO with Play Rough. Oh no, it doesn't. But if it crits, it does. Okay. I think that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna go back to the Pokemon Center and heal, but that's gonna be it for tonight. That was a nice good progress. Came at a cost. The 4 losses to the Cycling Road rival here. That hurts. Especially some key Pokemon, like Torterra, Caracosta, and that was a mistake by me. Yeah, just definitely could have been better, but we move on. Continue this personal best run to see it through to the end. So thank you very much for coming out and watching. I appreciate it as always. I'll probably be back tomorrow. I think I'm gonna stream with my brother. We're gonna do some Heart and Soul, Soul Link Nuzlocke, probably early, and then I might do some more Run and Bun in the afternoon. But that's it for me tonight. Again, I appreciate it you coming out. And I hope to see you on the next one. Peace.